How's it going, trainers? Tyler Valencia here, president of KIPS. We're continuing on with our one exercise, two modality series. With this series, we're trying to show trainers that depending upon where you are, so what gym you're at, what are the surroundings, are there lots of trainers in the area, do you have a big space? We're trying to show you that you can utilize different tools with the same exercise. There's going to be a little bit of change in the stimulus, but you can still get a great benefit with your client. So today, we're going to go over a pitchfork exercise utilizing the TRX Rip Trainer and a steel mace. This dynamic exercise can be great for teaching your clients how to utilize their hips instead of their low back. So if they're getting up out of a chair or if they're spiking a volleyball, whatever that might be, we want to make sure that they're utilizing the hips. There's so much musculature in them, and we want to make sure that they utilize them to get out of the chair easier, spike that ball harder, or whatever that is. So let's get into the cues for this great exercise.
Before we jump into the cues for the exercise, make sure that you have set the appropriate load for your client. With the TRX and steel mace, changing the leverage by adjusting the hand grip will play a large factor in the difficulty of the exercise. Both of these tools utilize leverage as a way to increase difficulty, but other ways include increasing the load with the steel mace or standing further away with the TRX Rip Trainer. As I started saying within the introduction, if your client doesn't have the space to take 3 to 6 steps away from the anchor point, switching over to the steel mace could be a great modification to your programming. To start with the Rip Trainer, have your client set up with tension on the bungee cord while in a ready position with a slight bit of knee flexion, their torso braced, and a double overhand grip while facing the anchor point. At the bottom position, the client is reaching to the anchor point with tension on the band in a squat position. At the top position, one arm is extended and the other across the body while helping to stabilize. A solid cue to utilize with your client would be driving with the hips, as we're trying to emphasize the hip extension part of the exercise. Another way to increase difficulty with the Rip Trainer is oscillating the cord while the client is in that top position, which forces more stability in an overhead position. With the steel mace, you will utilize the same double overhand grip, still emphasizing on having your client utilize their hips while driving into hip extension and finishing in a strong single arm overhead position. Make sure to subscribe to the KIPS channel as we continue to release more free content for personal trainers.